Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Wednesday, August the 28th, and I'm here at Disney's Hollywood Studios where it looks like some Disney cast member training and also some testing starting to take place. I've actually seen 3 or 4 what I'm assuming are cast members go across to Caribbean Beach. They are currently in the station right now. They're learning all the little techniques, and the orange vests and the yellow shirts are training some non-costumed, what I'm assuming are cast members. So let me turn you around real quick. We'll take a look, and hang on one second here. We'll start saying hello to some people as well. If I can get my button to work. Come on, button. I know. There we go. Okay, like I said, we have spotted some people going across to Caribbean Beach today. About 4 cast members jumped on board and they headed across. They were in the yellow gondola at the time. They also came from Caribbean Beach, so they are kind of going back and forth. It seems pretty sporadic. There's maybe 6 to 8 cast members that I'm believing are inside, kind of doing their training or testing, whatever it is that they are here to do. And so we might get lucky. Maybe we'll see some more jump on board. You know, it's always a roll of the dice when you're here to see exactly what happens. But it was pretty cool. We saw the heads on board, and it was just kind of one of those nostalgic moments. Now, there have been some crews who have ridden back and forth. I know there's a picture out there of some crew members that were on board, but I'm assuming that these are the actual cast members. I mean, we're a month away now, so September 29th is the official opening date. So they definitely have to start their training process, you would assume. And this was the day that originally, I believe that Doppelmayr is kind of turning over the keys to Disney. So I believe they're saying, you know, we're done here. We think everything is good to go. Disney, you can start your training. You can start putting your people on board and whatever you want to do from this point on. So a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to see, and we're just going to kind of hang out here. If you want to hang out, that's cool. Let's see who we got coming on here. We'll start talking to some people. Living Young and Toxic Free from South Carolina. Very, very cool to have you here. Lori, welcome. Junior Johnson. Sort of a nice day. It was nice. There's some dark clouds that go over. There's some little raindrops that happen every now and then, but nothing too terrible. D-Wood, welcome. Larry. Mandy, welcome. YouTube Busser. I think that's right. Hello, John. Hello, Way Too Sun, welcome. Jessica, Jody, Margie, Brandy, Maddie, William, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Coast Guard Vet, thank you for your service, my friend. I'm supposed to be there beginning Monday. Praying Dorian does not affect our flight. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this tropical storm that's coming up. So not quite sure what's going on with that. Weird place, I wish I was there. I wish you were here too. Jeff O, welcome. Tiffany, welcome. Kelly, Brian. Tiffany gonna be here in 22 days. All right, so we stopped the gondolas now. We'll see exactly what's going to occur here. But like I said, there are some plainclothes people. They have Disney cast member IDs on. Some of them actually have name tags on. And they've been on each side. They've been on the loading side. They've been on the unloading side. So we're just kind of taking it in here. Just one of these moments that we know we're getting closer. So we cannot wait to see. There's a cast member going up the stairs right now, up into the mechanism up there. Maybe going to check and see. I don't know if he's a cast member or if he actually is a crew of any sort. I don't want to say things out of turn here without exactly knowing, but I'm assuming these are cast members now, since they are plain clothes. I doubt if they'll wear their costumes right away, so hopefully we'll see those costumes soon though. Joe, welcome. Incognito Mouse, looking good. Elbin, always good to have you here. Susan, 66 days from today, Coronado Springs. Awesome. Jungle Juice, welcome. Coast Guard Vet, you know, Dorian has not been too much of a topic here right now. It's not like Irma, where everybody was about to have a stroke because it was absolutely life-threatening. So as of right now, Dorian isn't really a big issue for Central Florida. You know, that could change, you know, in a couple days, so we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Mandy, I need a good Disney pick-me-up. Well, hopefully you can get that right here. Dawn from Canada, we are just watching a group of what I'm assuming are cast members inside the Hollywood station. They're kind of going through what look like some basic training procedures. just kind of chatting back and forth. We've actually seen some, again, what I'm assuming are cast members that just rode across the Caribbean beach. So we're going to wait to see if they come back, if they load more on. But like I said, this was the day that I had originally heard that Doppelmayr was going to be ready to go and kind of turn the keys over to Disney. So hopefully Disney is going to be ready to go and start with their testing. Like I said, we are pretty much officially a month away. September 29th is the grand opening date. So we would assume that, you know, we'd have to start getting bodies out here and really get this thing in motion. So, you know, not for really testing purposes, but just to get the cast members familiar and get them, you know, in here so they know how to operate the system. And I'm sure they're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, but it's always good to be out and have real world training, I would hope. Junior Johnson, 11 days till you arrive. Tracy Hall, 55 days until you arrive. Awesome. Way too sun, Mr. Cruz Fever. I would think that the fence would start coming down very soon. I would agree. You know, they took half the fence down over at Pop Century. This is a very heavily trafficked area, so, you know, they may wait a little longer for the fence. Just, you don't want to give people the idea that it's actually really open, because then, you know, you're going to have people out there to keep directing people. So as long as this fence is up, it kind of gives people the notion that it is still under construction. At least I would hope so. Hey, Zippity Doodad, welcome, my friend. I'm inside Hollywood Studios in front of Galaxy's Edge waiting to see if there's a soft opening. Very cool. I hope you get in there. Hopefully we'll maybe meet up today. I'll be out here for a little bit. But good luck getting in there today. If you have not been in there, it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, with my preview, I was not expecting to be overwhelmed. I was kind of going in with mixed emotions, and as soon as I got inside, it kicked me right into being 5 years old, and it was so awesome. I cannot wait to go back inside. Tomorrow's the big day for Galaxy's Edge. We'll see what happens, if they're going to get the big crowds or what we may see tomorrow. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. We'll just kind of keep an eye on things here. Now, gondolas have been moving all morning, and of course, as soon as I turn my camera on, they go into a full pause. But hey, such is life. And of course, the cloud cover is leaving, so the sun is going to come out, and all these great issues. But it's worth it. It was cool to see the people go across. Kind of really gives you that feeling of, yes, it is finally here. It's workable. There's people on board. When you see it in person, it finally gives you that notion that this is all kind of worth it. The last 2 years of watching this and seeing all Doppelmayr's progress and Disney's progress and the amazing work that they've done to finally come to fruition. I always say that word wrong, I think, but you know what I'm trying to say. Rob, once you are done the Skyliner station, to Hollywood Studios to check on the prep for Galaxy's Edge. Did they remove the fence at the entrance and in Toy Story Land? That I will, if I do have time, I will go in there and check that out. See what's going on there. Like I said, tomorrow is the big day, so it's like I got a little signal interruption here. Let me move out of my spot, maybe get a better spot. Larry, will Coca-Cola Star Wars Galaxy's Edge grenade bottles be allowed on the Skyliner? I would definitely assume so. I mean, it's a Disney product going onto a Disney Skyliner. I would assume that they would be okay with it. I did see that TSA is not allowing these bottles on board, which is kind of, you know, it's kind of funny in a way, because I mean, they do look like, you know, thermo detonators. Not that, you know, they're actually really exist in real life, but it kind of looks like a grenade as well. So understandable. Hopefully they'll lift that, you know, as time goes on and they realize that, you know, this is a huge Disney product and people want to take these home. We'll see what TSA does. But yeah, as far as Disney transportation, I wouldn't imagine that they wouldn't let them on board to get them back to your hotel room. Albin, thank you so much. $5 super chat. Do all the cars go back to Caribbean Beach every night after they shut down, or will some stay at each station? You know what? I'm not sure what the actual running procedure will be. As far as the whole testing scenario has been, most of the time they're actually staying out on the line. So they're kind of out on the lines 24 hours. They don't park them every night. You know, I come here late in the evening, early in the morning, and they're always out. So A lot of that is just load testing to make sure, you know, there's so many hours of them hanging on the lines. Now, I'm sure they'll take them down in intervals as needed to clean them and do those kind of things. Whether or not it'll be every night, we'll see. But they are capable of just staying out on the line, and it kind of makes sense. It's, you know, it doesn't take so much work to unload them and load them each night, so they'll probably let them hang out each morning or through the evening, whatever they want to do. Scott, good morning, all passporters. Thank you for being here, my friend. Octavia, good morning. Tim, hello, welcome. Andrew, TSA is dumb. Well, you know, things have happened in the past. I can totally understand why they do what they do, and they just have to make a statement at first, and hopefully they'll lift those things. But safety always comes first, no matter what it is. Hey, Lewis, welcome back. Will there be any movement? I was just saying they've been moving all morning. There were cast members on board. Right before I came live, I saw about 3 or 4 cast members jump on board, and they went across to Caribbean Beach. And as soon as I went live, everything shut down. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But we're gonna hang out here. I am sure they will start up again soon. And now it looks like the cast members have left the station here as well. So who knows? You know, I always kind of sit here debating. I watched for a while. I've been here since about 9 o'clock this morning, actually. Just kind of watching and seeing. And I saw the cast members come in and kind of assumed that things were going to happen today. But I hate going live with you guys because I don't want you to have to sit around here forever to wait for something to actually happen. But then you get things like this to where I think things are starting to happen, and then all of a sudden, you know, everything just kind of stops here. So we'll see. If we need to exit and then come back again when it starts up, we'll do that. But I usually just kind of like staying live here. If you want to hang out and just watch Disney stuff with me, that's cool. I mean, what else better do you have to do, you know? Deal with things at home, do your actual job, or go to work. Those things aren't important. Disney is important. Crowd levels have not been bad here at all today. Every once in a while you get a large group of people that come from the buses, but other than that, nothing here today. We're gonna see. You know, is it gonna be crazy tomorrow? Is it going to be not as expected tomorrow? It'll be interesting to watch exactly what happens with this grand opening of Galaxy's Edge tomorrow. You know, I do hope that they do well. People may be waiting again for maybe Rise of the Resistance to open at the end of the year. Like I said before, the summer months have really been down as far as attendance, at least from what I could see. I don't know the exact numbers, but each time I would come here, it just did not seem to be crowded at all. So you would assume that people are waiting to plan their vacations towards the end of the year. Looks like there's some cast members in there. Are they? Yeah, they're actually sitting in this yellow gondola. I guess they're in there just chatting about stuff. So what better place to have a little meeting than inside one of the gondolas? I will be happy if we see somebody jump on board, somebody head over to Caribbean. That would make for a good day. Paulina, welcome. Larry, I'll be there on 11:30 to 12:04, hoping for the Rise of the Resistance soft opening. That would be cool. By the looks of it, it seems like they're coming along with it. You know, they released that photo of the room with all the stormtroopers in it, and that looks absolutely incredible. That ride is supposed to be game-changing and just the best thing that Disney's ever done. So let's hope that all pans out. Tony, Galaxy's Edge reservation will happen in the parks through the app. Reservations for here, I hadn't heard anything about reservations for here. I know Disneyland was doing that. Mr. Cruise Fever, I hope Dorian moves away from Florida. I do too. I mean, I hope it doesn't affect anybody. You hate to see when those kind of things happen, especially, you know, after what Irma did. Wishes forever. You need to be one of the first ones to ride the Skyliner. That would be very cool. Trust me, I stand out here a lot and I just kind of close my eyes and think, oh, how cool would it be if they say, come on, just jump on. Wouldn't happen today, but maybe, maybe in a couple weeks once they get closer and they've actually done some real heavy testing. A soft opening would be pretty cool, and I would love to be a part of that for sure. John, I'm seeing a lot of posts about the grand opening of Galaxy's Edge happening now. Okay. See, Zippity Doodad is actually in there, so hopefully he'll give us a heads up if they actually do open it up in there. Tracy, I'm more excited about the gondola than Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I am too. Like I said, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the gondolas absolutely tomorrow with the crowds of people trying to get into Galaxy's Edge. Thankfully, I was lucky enough to get in with the pass holder preview. So I've seen it, I've experienced it, and tomorrow I'm hoping just to see what the crowds are like. It's more of just the event tomorrow than getting in and seeing Galaxy's Edge. Once Upon an Adventure, yes, they have been giving the little pamphlets in the hotel rooms. You can check the app starting tomorrow to see what the land capacity is, what it's at, and if it is full, you can sign up for a boarding group. All right, that's pretty cool. It looks like they're trying to make some strides towards keeping the the flow going tomorrow, which is nice. Especially if you're staying at a resort here, I think you should definitely get some priority. Obviously annual pass holders and stuff, they can come in and they deserve things too. But if you're really getting the whole Disney experience, you're staying at the resort, you're doing all the things, then of course you should get some priority. And if you have some sort of a reservation and they can get you in, I'm all for that. It's kind of it's a privilege to be able to come here as an annual pass holder, to come here whenever. So, the people who really, plan their vacation, they're here for just a few days, they need to have priority with things like that. They're coming to the hotel and they're doing those things. Definitely they need to get their experience in. I can go whenever. Pass holders can generally go if you live here whenever, so respect to them. Wishes forever. Smash that like button for Rob. Best coverage of the Skyliner. Thank you so much. I've been me. Hello from the UK. Chuck, if you've seen your streams, they should definitely, or if they've seen my streams, they should pick me to ride first. That would be so awesome. Oh, let's see. I'm just reading some comments, guys. Susan says no reservations for Galaxy's Edge, only the workshop or cantina. Yeah, curious to know about what these pamphlets are in the rooms. Jack, that's one of the reasons we booked our reservation to Savi's. Hopefully I said that right, Savi's and Olga's. They have to let us in. That's a great idea. Katie, can't wait to be here in November. Hopefully the Skyliner works out. Good and not crazy lines, because the buses are a nightmare for Pop Century, especially out of Hollywood, like 15 minutes to get on a Pop bus. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna definitely even things out. And again, you're loading people constantly onto the Skyliner, so it's going to be a very quick moving system. They should be able to get people through very quickly, and it will alleviate the buses. So you're probably still going to have to wait 15 minutes for that bus, but the lines hopefully will be shorter for the buses, so you'll be able to get on that bus a little quicker once it does come, and not have to wait for 2 or 3 groups ahead of you to get on the buses. Normal day-to-day procedures, though, if you're walking out here, you can jump on the Skyliner pretty quick. I would doubt that there's going to be very long lines in the middle of the day. Same with buses. It's just you have to wait for the bus. I was just here, was it last week? And I was waiting for a bus in the bus stop. And I snapped a picture with the Skyliner behind it saying, how great will it be to actually just jump on the Skyliner. As long as we waited for the bus, I could have been, jumped over to Caribbean Beach and over to Epcot or whatever within that same period of time of waiting for the bus. I still love the buses, though. I'll always love the buses. It's just like the monorail. It's just, got to give it the respect. Larry, the app will show if Galaxy's Edge is open, meaning not at capacity. If you can, book a boarding pass to reserve time. Or let's see, you can book a boarding pass to reserve a time to enter. Robert, hello. I've been going to bump into you for a while. We are here from the UK, staying at Coronado Springs. It's beautiful, going to the Galaxy's Edge over the weekend. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jeremy, what will be your next project we'll be following after the Skyliner is done? I think Epcot's going to be a lot of fun. I just went through Epcot the other day to see everything that's going to happen in there. You know, that's going to be an ongoing process to watch everything. I was kind of personally disappointed. Nothing came out of D23 for the Skyliner. You know, did I totally expect it? No, but would it have been cool to hear something? Yeah, it would have, but I definitely think that they are going to wait for, you know, this to get running, to watch it run, to see how people react to it, and then we'll talk about a phase 2, or, you know, Disney will talk about a phase 2, hopefully in the near future. I really think that a Skyliner would revolve around a 5th gate, so maybe in 2 years of the next D23, we get a 5th gate announcement, and then a, you know, large Skyliner hub that would be integrated with that 5th gate, which I do believe a 5th gate would go perfectly right on World Drive, kind of between Epcot and the Magic Kingdom. There's a whole large area there that would make for a great area for a 5th gate. And a Skyliner to be central, right in the center kind of Disney property. You can branch it over to TTC, you can branch over to the Animal Kingdom, All Stars, Coronado Springs, whatever would float their boat at the time.
And I felt good about it, he felt good about it. Only person did it.
All right, well, I'm sorry guys, I promised these were moving all morning, and as soon as I click that live button, they've decided to just sit here for a little while. But they have to do what's right. They have to make sure that whoever is in there is getting trained properly, and whatever is going on, in Disney we trust. You know what I did see down here, which I hadn't seen before, I think they actually added it, was a Pluto, a 30th anniversary Pluto sign down here, which I think is just adorable because I think Pluto is awesome. And I saw the Pluto bus this morning, put that up on Facebook over at Pop Century. So I don't believe that this was here the last time. And he's really, really cute. So there he is. All right, another $5 super chat. Albin, they should name a car after you. Wow. What are you going to follow after the system opens? Does all the power come from the Caribbean beach at each station? Yes, the drives for the gondolas are at the Caribbean beach, and then I believe each one of the stations here has the hydraulic arm that actually pulls the tension onto the hull rope. So the engine, the driving force is at Caribbean Beach, and then the tension is created at each station. So it's kind of like a giant rubber band. You know, it's kind of getting pulled, and that hull rope is, you know, just at that enough tension to keep it taut on the sheaves of the wheels. Man, that Florida sun just loves to find me when I stand out here at Hollywood Studios too. Margaret, you love Pluto. How could you not love Pluto? He's Mickey's best pal. Mr. Chris Danger, hello. Any news on a possible soft opening? Well, like I said, they do have some cast members in there. They are doing what I'm assuming is some opening procedures, some training, whatever they do. They had some, again, what I'm assuming are cast members jump on board in one of the yellow gondolas. They went across to Caribbean Beach, and they have not returned. So they actually came from Caribbean Beach and then over here. So I don't know if they're just doing loops on either side of the station, if they have to learn both sides. But currently they are in there. I believe they're sitting in one of the gondolas now, just kind of chatting with each other about whatever they need to. So hopefully they'll come back out and we'll get things started again, and we can at least see maybe somebody jump on board and head over.
Send it to
All right, looks like some crews here, Imagineers, maybe Doppelmayr coming over to my left. Looks like they're heading in. So we'll see what action we might get once they get inside. All right, Margie, thank you so much. $1 super chat, very much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Danielle, did I miss you? Good to have you here. Paul, hey, from Kitchener, Canada. Just got back from Walt Disney World. Hope you had a wonderful time here. Let's see, Andrew says they actually have motors at both ends for redundancy. I guess that could be, that could make sense, that could be true. I would definitely know that they had them at Caribbean Beach if they do indeed have a maybe a backup motor here. Not 100% sure about that. Hey Robbie, thank you so much for being here, my friend. $10 super chat, good morning. Doppelmayr has officially signed off on the entire project. Now, Doppelmayr is out. They're in San Diego with a huge staff working on the 67 Von Roll Skyride. Someone donated 1.5 million. Wow. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Robbie. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the $10. Awesome information. We kind of figured that this was going to be the day, the official day that Doppelmayr was signing off. So Disney is ready to go. They can do what they need. Looks like they're actually posting a sign up on one of the pillars in there. What that might be, I'm not sure. Maybe a permit that says they're good to go. Steph, thank you so much. $2 super chat, very much appreciated. Robbie, you're here. Let me ask you this. The actual drive, the engine drive is at the Caribbean Beach, and then there's the hydraulic arms are at each one of the stations. So there'd be a hydraulic arm here pulling tension at Hollywood Studios on the system. Am I correct about that? And then someone else said that there's engines at both Caribbean Beach, and then there'd be an engine here as well for redundancy. Maybe if you can kind of clear that up, what you think on that? Definitely check out Robbie on Facebook, Von Roll VR 101 Skyrides. Awesome, awesome guy. Von Roll is the grandfather, they started it all with the awesome gondolas, especially with Disney World and Disneyland. They had the original Skyway rides. Those were all Von Rolls. Awesome, awesome systems. And Von Roll was actually bought by Doppelmayr back in the 90s, so it's kind of a full circle here. That the original company who did the gondolas for Disneyland and Disney World is sort of part of Doppelmayr, and then Doppelmayr is doing the new transportation here as well. So just kind of a cool little Disney history tidbit. Tara and Drew, winner. I assume they still need some sort of sign off from the state before they can open. I'm believing all that has probably happened. Like we said, Doppelmayr has signed off, so all of that has probably taken place. Now, whether or not anything else needs to end, that's up to Disney. But as far as Doppelmayr is concerned, pretty well sure that they have signed off. They're saying that system's good to go. No more actual construction work or any of the work on the system itself would need to be completed unless there's minor issues that happen. But I'm sure Disney's going to be responsible for a lot of things as well. So we'll kind of watch this as we go. Jack, yes, Galaxy's Edge officially opens tomorrow. Adventure Amy, I wish these would be inside the Magic Kingdom again. Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever be inside the Magic Kingdom again. That's probably not going to happen. I mean, this is going to be, you know, this is the future. You're going to see these hopefully pop up all across Disney property, you know, as different phases of this come into play. Margie, thank you again. $1 super chat, very much appreciated. I love the Yoda there as well. Very cool. Good. Very fitting for Galaxy's Edge tomorrow. Jack, oh, did they have some sort of ceremony for Galaxy's Edge this morning? Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of coverage on that as far as, you know, a lot of people do that stuff inside. I'm really hoping for some fun Skyliner stuff today. So, see, Robbie, State has signed off with Doppelmayr. OSHA signed off. Insurance now in full place as well. So, yeah, all the key issues, State, Doppelmayr, OSHA, insurance, everything seems to be good to go. So, I mean, we can definitely start putting bodies on here. Got some more people coming around now, so hopefully we'll see something start up. Larry, yes, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. May want to be there a bit earlier. Lime gate could be very long. Or line at the gate could be very long. Yeah, absolutely. 6 a.m. tomorrow. You're definitely going to want to get here early, you know, just to get in and you know, have your chance to get inside. Like I said, I was lucky enough to actually get inside Galaxy's Edge already, so I'm going to kind of hang out just to see the crowds and see, you know, people's reactions and things like that to see what the actual hype is going to be for tomorrow. Getting inside Galaxy's Edge will be a bonus. Let's see, got another super chat that came in here, but again, I apologize. It's one of these, it's a dark blue, it comes through dark blue background with a black print on it, and it's almost impossible to read. I'm gonna see if I can read this here, and it won't let me pull it up anywhere. It is a $1 super chat. I see you with the Gators logo, but I cannot read your name. It is literally impossible to read the text on the super chat, but thank you so much. I do apologize. I wish I could actually read it. Maybe if you can send me just a regular message so it'll come through so I can actually read the text on it. Then other super chats. Lori just sent me one. It comes through beautifully. It's a bright yellow background. I don't know why they do the different colors. Kind of drives me crazy. But thank you so much. $19.99 super chat from Lori. Appreciate the live coverage since I'm in Texas. Agree you should be the first rider with all the time you have spent over the years. See you on September 29th for a ride. That is awesome. Yes, please. September 29th is going to be an awesome day. Going to get here, going to have a lot of fun riding. I'm going to be hanging out here at like 2 o'clock, right here actually, right in front of Hollywood Studios. I want to jump on board and ride. If you guys want to come hang out and jump on board and just have some fun riding this thing, it just sounds like a really fun thing to do. I have an event over on Facebook if you want to check that out. See, Joe, going to be there September 13th through the 21st. What is your thoughts about a possible soft opening during that time frame? It's very possible. Like I said, everything is signed off on, confirmed today. Insurances, the state, Doppelmayr, OSHA, everything is signed off on. There are currently, what I'm assuming, are cast members in there right now. They're doing their training procedures. I've seen them jump on board today. They rode across to Caribbean Beach and back. So soft openings could have started occurring. I mean, it could. I doubt if they would happen starting tomorrow or anything, but later on, you know, mid-September, towards the end of September, it's very possible that they could start, you know, asking people to jump on board. Or they could wait till, you know, that exact day, the 29th. It's usually not what Disney does. I mean, you can see they always have pass holder previews. They open things a little early because, you know, they want they want it to be great. They want to learn the experience. They want to see what guests think about things. Have cast members interact with actual guests besides other cast members. I'm sure there's all kinds of procedures that Disney likes to go through to make sure that when it actually does occur, on the 29th, that it'll be perfect. That's what Disney does best, is they make sure that their things are perfect. They don't let, they don't try to get things open too soon and then have things go south on them. So that's what we love about Disney, is the attention to detail. The BOMO, I have not seen any costumes on these cast members. That's why I'm saying that I'm assuming they are cast members. They did have IDs, the cast member IDs, but no costumes yet. Haven't seen the official costume. That'll be neat to see as well. All right, so we got Joey DeLuca, 2017 APK, and his name is Dave. Thank you so much for sending that actual message. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. Mr. Chris Danger, little chance of getting on the Skyliner the first week of September. I don't want to say yes or no. I don't have a definitive answer. I wish I did. I wish I could say be here at 10 o'clock on, September 16th, but I don't. I come here just like anybody else would and just kind of stand here and see what happens. It's a flip of the coin. It could happen, like I said, tomorrow. It could happen September 28th. It may not happen at all. All I know definitely for sure is that September 29th is the official grand opening date, so you can definitely ride on the 29th. And I do swear to you guys, I sat here since 9 o'clock this morning watching these gondolas move back and forth, watch the people get on board, watch them ride across the Caribbean beach. I think I might have grabbed a little video of that, and then I went live, and here we are. For the past 37 minutes, we've been sitting here with the gondola stopped. So sometimes we luck out, sometimes we don't, but it is actually happening today, so really hoping that I'll be able to give you guys something good, a great experience today. It's always great to share these things live and to see them happening. I like catching stuff on video, but it's this live experience, so you're kind of living in the moment. It's really fun. I love how technology, can put us in the moment and really give us that experience that we love. Joe Golden, thank you so much. $5 super chat. Very much appreciated, my friend. And another one, T. Muller, $10 super chat. Excited. I have been watching your videos since November 2018. I would like to meet you when we visit in 73 days. That would be awesome. Like I said, I'm usually here. It's always good to send me messages, Facebook, email me, any of those kind of things. And if we can mix up schedules, that would be awesome. Try to do my best. Sometimes it works out. I've met a lot of great people. Other times, sometimes schedules don't work. So I do promise that we try to do our best to make things like that happen. The BOMO, are they hiding from me? They look out and said, come on, Rob, hit the pause button. No, I would hope something like that wouldn't occur. I'm only here to have fun. They know that, I hope. If they watch my videos, this is all about having fun and just the absolute joy and love of watching Disney magic. And trust me, I am not that important in any way, shape, or form. See, Matthew, just saw NBC News saying Cat 3 as of 20 minutes ago. Now I hope it's nothing, but no reason. I'm assuming we're talking about the storm as well. Where's the storm at right now? Is it still, the last I had seen, and again, I haven't followed it in about a day, that it was kind of going to thread Puerto Rico, Dominican, I think, it's down in that region. So I didn't know if it was going to turn or what's going to happen if it's going to come through Florida. Obviously, you don't want it to hit anywhere. You just want this thing to die out and leave people alone. these tropical storms and these hurricanes can just be devastating, and I hate to hear when situations happen. Being from up north, being from Ohio, and living through Irma was one of the scariest things that I've ever had to experience. So, go Cavs! You guys got a Cleveland Cavs shirt on. He's got a Sean Kemp shirt on. Wow, that's really old school Cavs. But yeah, Irma was really, really scary. I mean, there was talk that it was going to just come through Cat 5 and just wipe out all of Florida. And, you know, having the family here, my daughter, and it was literally an experience of feeling trapped, you know, trying just to get out of Florida and find places to go. I mean, we were looking at states, you know, 2 and 3 states deep up north and could not find anything. I mean, I was checking every single hotel that I possibly could to try to get out of Florida, and there was nothing. I mean, everything was booked. Everybody was trying to get out. Just an incredibly crazy experience. And thankfully, it didn't turn out to be much coming through, you know, Florida. People did get some devastation, and I hate that kind of stuff. But as far as Central Florida, thankfully for, you know, my family and property and everything, it was not too bad.
And I felt really bad. I was just like, hey, when you get a chance, can you please call me? Because I didn't want to go in there and then
See, Matthew, Dorian is east of Puerto Rico currently. Mr. Chris Danger, hope they did the little show, the encounter. Sorry, sometimes things come really jumbled here and I can't really put the text together. I do apologize. I try to read these things as accurately as possible. Robert Wilson, Remember the Magic. Are we talking about the Remember the Magic parade? Because I love that parade. Alicia, how far down from where you are standing is the entrance to the park? It looks completely different from the last time I was there in 2012. Okay, this is the, this is the new bus stops down here. So directly in front of us here are the new bus stops. This is basically the parking lot area behind me. There's Hollywood Studios in front of me. The new entrance now wraps around from all the way over here, all the way around. So it's a whole brand new front entrance. The entrance to the Skyliner is basically right back here. So the Skyliner sits between Hollywood Studios and the new bus stations. So it's just a very short walk from the bus stations, from the Disney Skyliner, from the parking lot. You know, Hollywood Studios did a really amazing job as far as, you know, putting everything together and making everything really accessible to the guests. So, Albin, another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You are important to us. Thank you for doing the video. Very much appreciated, my friend. Danielle, my aunt, was there during Irma. Said it wasn't as bad as she thought, but it was really scary and sad to see the mess it made. It was also a surprise just how quick the mess was cleared. Yeah, definitely. Like we said, it was the week prior to Irma that was the scariest part, because it was that unknown. It was literally heading right for us. It was going to be a Cat 4, Cat 5 coming right through Central Florida, which was just going to be, you know, incredibly devastating. And luckily it started to die down, and I believe it was a Cat 3 when it actually rolled through Central Florida. So, you know, we had a lot of roof damage. So many roofs got redone here in Central Florida and all over Florida. You know, a lot of tree damage, that kind of stuff, but nothing devastating. Had all my windows boarded up and all that stuff just to be safe. But yeah, it could have been a lot worse here. Just it was a scary experience prior, just the stress of wondering what was going to happen and not having, you know, that feeling of being safe and what could possibly happen. And, you know, for my family, my wife and my daughter, and just a lot of crazy stuff. Hopefully we won't have to go through anything like that again. You know, hurricanes, you know, coming through, minor hurricanes, tropical storms, you get used to those. Lightning is huge in Florida. But yeah, any sort of a Cat 4, Cat 5 rolling through the area is really, really a scary thing. Margaret, Dorian is heading northwest with a bead on Puerto Rico. I really hope it bypasses Puerto Rico. They do not deserve to have anything happen to them again. Let's hope that does not happen. Oh, this is kind of unbelievable. It has literally become a ghost town inside the station. I don't know. Maybe they are in there. Maybe they're going to get squirt guns. They're going to start squirting me with a squirt gun just to have some fun. But let's hope not. Just want to see somebody jump on board and head over so we can officially call this official. I got 35% left on my battery, so I guess it's a waiting game right now. We'll see if my battery holds out or if the Skyliner starts up again. We'll do it that way. There he is right there. It's very cool inside Galaxy's Edge. You can see Chewbacca going around fixing different spaceships. You can actually assist Chewbacca with some different things. I had an amazing conversation with Rey. Right before I left, it was at night. Rey just came up. She's just walking through the planet of Batuu, and we started talking about Jakku. I said how much I love the sand, and she looked at me like I was crazy. And she said, we'll have to see how the story turns out with Jakku, whether or not she's going back, if she likes it there. So just a lot of fun. Galaxy's Edge is going to be fun. I cannot wait to go back inside. I cannot wait to ride Smuggler's Run again. I genuinely had a really, really great time on that ride. And I really do hope that it's successful for Disney. They did such an amazing, incredible, great job inside. So the more people that get to experience it and to really see how fun it can be in there and just the beauty of it and the nostalgia, making you feel like a kid, all those great things. Galaxy's Edge is just very, very cool. Even if you don't like Star Wars, my wife and my daughter loved it. Not big Star Wars fans, and they just loved it for what it was. You know, take Pandora and kind of put it on steroids is what Galaxy's Edge is. It's literally encompassing, you know, the interaction with the characters. That's really, you don't get a whole lot of that in Pandora. You get some of it, but I mean, you are actually, as a cast member, they are consumed in the character itself. So they really did a great job with that. The language that they use, just the interaction with the people, it's literally, you know, like you're on a completely different planet. It's just the way they interact with everybody. Everything is just perfectly done in there. And that was just a testing phase. I mean, once they really get it going and the cast members really get a good beat on what they're doing in there, it's even going to be a better experience. All right, so we do see some folks back out here, which is a good sign. We'll wait for the alarms. We always hear the 3 bell alarms. That way we know that the Skyliner is going to start up again. It's just sort of a safety feature. And of course, there are some little tiny sprinkles of raindrops coming over my head. So we'll kind of play it by ear here. They've also had some announcements inside. I have not heard the announcements here, but there's a female voice that was saying something as in, I don't know if the Skyliner is going to start up again or stand clear, whatever it was, but there's a voice prior to the 3 bells that sound for the Skyliner to start moving again. So just a little added feature that I did here today. We heard safety announcements over at the Caribbean Beach. That was about a month ago, and that was really cool. They were playing music, safety announcements, all kinds of cool stuff, fire alarm announcements, just a lot of testing over there. So each station would be similar. They should have, you know, fire evacuation things, overhead announcements, those maybe even some music once you're inside. Most likely not here because you do have the Hollywood Studios music playing all the time, but the Caribbean Beach might have some island music playing in the background. That would be kind of cool. And then again, things that I'm assuming, we do know for a fact that there's power on board the gondolas. There is lighting on board. We have seen that and confirmed it. I'm assuming that there's going to be music, and I'm assuming that there's going to be announcements. For the reason that you're approaching a station, you're going to hear things like the monorail. Hey, you're approaching Disney's Riviera Resort. You may exit here, or you can continue on through for full service onto Epcot. You know, jump off here if you want to do that. If not, you can stay on board. Just those great Disney announcements that we're all used to. But there is definitely power on board to supply that. Maybe cameras, we'll have to see. Whatever kind of security features that they might have on board. That'll all just be stuff we'll have to wait when we ride. And it'll be a lot of fun just to experience inside the gondola itself. It's all Disney magic though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm coming back for a long time.
Hey, Disney Nerd Herders are here. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. Yes, right before I started up the video, they actually had, again, I'm assuming cast members inside. They jumped on board the yellow gondola and they rode across to the Caribbean beach. Then as soon as I hit my live button, they paused the gondolas, and for the past now 51 minutes, almost 52 minutes, they have been completely paused. So it is what it is. You know, it's live video. We're just here to experience the moment, and if we catch it, we catch it. I did get some pictures. I believe I got some video of them coming in. I don't know if I got them going out, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I got about 30% left on my battery here. Hello. So we'll wait and see. They're back out here at least. Justin Gates, jealous. Kevin, hang on, Kevin, you jumped away from me here. What were you saying? I'm curious to know how the emergency shutdown and evac procedures are. Well, there's all kinds of things. The system itself has emergency procedures in place. So if certain things happen, there are sensors in the sheaves around the wheels. So if anything were to happen with the haul rope, the system can automatically come to a halt. Obviously, the dispatcher, the person running the system, can pause the system for any reason whatsoever. You know, there's all kinds of, there's weather sensory in place. So any kind of electrical charges in the air, wind speeds, they have, and I forget what these things are called, the little, I always said the name wrong, but the little fan things that spin on top that, you know, detect wind speeds. This is a very, very technologically driven system. So as far as whatever sensors they might have on the gondolas themselves to detect any sort of movement or anything that shouldn't be going on, all kinds of procedures that they can do to actually stop this system. Once the system is stopped, they do have emergency procedures in place that we've seen, you know, over the past several months. They have the cranes that come out, they have the rescue apparatus that comes into the water over Hourglass Lake. So it just depends on the situation, what it is. You know, if it's something minor, you know, if it's somebody, you know, shaking a gondola or something like that, if they have to stop it and announce, you know, hey, stay still, those kind of things, you know, you're going to have probably minor stops here and there. But an overall major system shutdown, that's when they'd have to do evacuations if it would ever come to that. You know, that's very, very rare that you're going to see something like that happen, hopefully, if ever here. This is a very, very trusted system. Doppelmayr is a wonderful company. They do these all over the world. And normally they don't have problems with these systems, and especially Disney. I mean, we all know that Disney is a very safe place to be. You know, you come here and they want their guests to be safe, so a lot of procedures in place. And again, you're probably going to get a lot of training with the cast members as well. That's why they're going to be out here. They're going to learn emergency procedures. They're going to learn how to deal with the guests and make sure that they're loading safely, and how the system operates if they need to stop the system for any reason. There's all kinds of things that go into place here. Matthew, any thoughts on if there's enough space in front of the Magic Kingdom for a Skyliner station, or would it need to stop at TTC and have passengers transfer monorail to boat? It's not so much the getting to the TTC part that I think the Skyliner will come into play. It's the actual getting from TTC to the Magic Kingdom and back. Because if you've ever been, in a fireworks situation coming out of the Magic Kingdom, or a holiday situation, any of those things, there is just a sea of people. Magic Kingdom is definitely the busiest park, and getting onto the ferry boats, getting onto the monorail, there's just hordes and lines of people into the buses. So a Skyliner system, especially one that's capable of doing 30 to 50 passengers, to come from the Magic Kingdom over to TTC will be a huge benefit to that park. So I would love to see something like that in the future. As much as I don't like, taking away from the Seven Seas Lagoon, the way that I would picture it is you can come from the TTC and cross over enough to the side of Seven Seas Lagoon that you can come in right behind the bus stop area. There's land over there. Or you can come over on the side of the monorail station. But I think they're actually clearing a bunch of land right behind the bus stations right now. There's a large open area back there. So to come from on the side of the monorail station at the TTC between like the boat dock and the monorail station. Thank you, I appreciate that. To head over Seven Seas Lagoon, over to the bus stop area, over at Magic Kingdom, I think would be perfect as far as the Skyliner situation for Magic Kingdom. See, Brian, only second time I've stayed on site was at Port Orleans Riverside last time, but the first time was at a deluxe resort. I love Port Orleans. Hope you loved it there. I really love Riverside, and especially the French Quarter. Hey, there's our bells. What was it? All right, that's 2 bells. Usually it's 3 for them to actually start. Not quite sure what the 2-bell sound is. But we're hoping for that 3rd bell so we can actually start back up again. That would be very cool. I do appreciate all 278 of you sticking on board here and watching the gondolas sitting and doing nothing, but that's all part of it. It's just part of watching something like this happen, and if you live in the moment, that's awesome. If we miss the moment, that's a shame, but the moments are definitely getting ready to happen. I just want to make sure that we are ready to go and that you guys don't miss it if it actually does happen, so you can see this, see somebody get on board and see some of this training, just so we can get excited. It's also exciting watching the towers get built, watching the stations get built, watching the gondolas finally get on board, and then watching them get unveiled, and then watching some of the testing back and forth and all kinds of cool stuff, watching them in severe weather and great weather, and watching people coming in and out of the stations and all this great stuff. And now we finally are to the point to where Doppelmayr has signed off and we can finally start getting some cast members in there. Now it's just a matter of getting them going and getting some riders on board. Can you believe it? It's a month away. We went from 2 years to a month. Expedition Greg, welcome my friend, good morning. Currently at the airport waiting for my flight home. Greg was at D23, he was at Disneyland. He did some amazing things there, had the most amazing experiences. Check him out, Expedition Greg, he's over on YouTube. Awesome guy, lives here, comes to Disney World all the time, really good friend. So check him out, Expedition Greg on YouTube. He is currently coming back from Disneyland. He's going to get back here tomorrow. He got to experience Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge and all the great stuff there. He went through Walt Disney's apartment. Just a lot of great experiences that he had. So check him out. Very cool guy. Brandon with WWE Lent. Very cool. Adam, were you disappointed in the amount of new updates revealed at the expo? I feel like they elaborated on existing projects and only revealed a couple new projects. You know, I got that too. I don't want to say that I'm ever disappointed because anything new that Disney does is amazing and I always love to see great stuff. Was I disappointed in, you know, not much about the Skyliner? They had a little mention. Of course, I mean, I would love to see a phase 2. Was I disappointed no new country? Sure. I would have liked to see something with Figment happen. What else was I kind of really expecting? I guess as far as great expectations, obviously a 5th gate, but that was sort of a, you know, sort of a real wish list there. But was I disappointed? No. I agree that it was just a lot of, you know, unveiling names of the rides and just sort of telling us a lot of things we already knew. But maybe it's the calm before the storm. You know, they have so much stuff that they're doing before the 50th anniversary. We have to forget, or we tend to forget, all the stuff that they do have currently going on. So to add some massive projects on top of what they're already trying to do for the 50th anniversary would be very difficult for any company to do. I mean, it is Disney and they do amazing things, but I mean, you have to kind of look at it realistically as well. You know, let's get past the 50th anniversary. Let's let them build these, you know, amazing new attractions. They got Galaxy's Edge going. The Skyliner's going to be going. 2 rings again. All right, maybe that was our 3rd ring. Is that our 3rd? Are we going to start up? Yes. All right. Now let's see. We're at the dispatch panel. He is waving. I don't believe he's actually waving to an actual person. It's just maybe that practice Disney wave. But is there a body in there? I'm not sure if actually anybody got in there or not. And I got 21% left, so is there somebody in there? No, it doesn't look like it. Nope, no heads on board. Sometimes they're kind of faking us out there and they're actually loading on the unloading side over on the opposite side, so it's hard to see if there's anybody actually getting on board. Maybe in a minute we'll walk over to the front because you can kind of see on that side a little better. But you know, as soon as I move over to that side, they'll load somebody on this side. So it's just, again, it's just it's right place, right time kind of situation. Chris Danger, they could announce a 5th gate park at the next D23 for the 50th surprise, celebrating 5 decades with a coming 5th park. I would agree. I think the next D23 is going to be the big one. I think we're going to get the 5th gate announcement. There's even rumor that they're going to hold it here in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center in honor of the 50th anniversary here. So that would be something else. I would love to have that here in Florida. Announce it would make sense. I mean, you're going to announce a 5th brand new park here in Florida, then hold the D23 here in Florida. I think it would just make perfect sense. And again, if you jump on Google Maps and you look at a map of Disney World, look at World Drive, and look between Epcot and then to the north is the Magic Kingdom, there's a lot of open area in there, especially on the west side of World Drive. A huge open area there. You'd have great access from World Drive. It'd be right in the encompassing those 2 parks, the Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I mean, heck, you could even possibly put a monorail stop in there if they really wanted to. But I think it would be a great central area for a Skyliner hub, again, to branch out to the Magic Kingdom, over to Coronado Springs, Animal Kingdom, whatever they would want to do. They could really do a lot with that area right there. And we know that they've already bought a lot of conservation area, so they do have some openings where they could start using some of the land more centralized inside of Walt Disney World property. Matthew, thank you so much. $9.99 super chat. And Let's see, we are in motion. Super chat to celebrate. Thank you so much. Thanks again for the patience, hard work, and the love shown. Walt is looking down from his cloud. Oh, you're gonna make me cry here, geez. It is making me proud. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Walt Disney is my hero, so I hope that he is looking down on just this project and really smiling on it, because Walt Disney loved transportation. He loved to see new forms of transportation. Not that this is new, it's been around for quite a while, but it's new to Disney and it's a great experience, and it's wonderful just to see something new on the landscape here at Disney. So I think Walt would definitely be proud of this in general, and a lot of the work that's being done at Disney. Epcot, you know, hopefully he's proud of that. It's not exactly what he envisioned, but I think they might be trying to work in that direction. You know, they're setting it up into different areas with, you know, discovery and nature and celebration and the World Showcase and all that. So it'd be a lot of fun to see the direction that Epcot heads into. I love that statue of Walt Disney. If you have not seen the concept art for that, that's probably my favorite thing that was announced at D23, is that Walt Disney statue that's coming to Epcot. It's just him just kind of looking out into the distance and just kind of reveling in the beauty and the majesty that he has created. His mind, you know, created this amazing thing that billions of people have loved. So I'll even take an accidental, maybe somebody trips into the gondola and then they get taken across Caribbean Beach. Anything. I do promise you, they were on board. It was the yellow gondola. There was like 3 or 4 heads in there and they went across. And then for some reason, pressing the live button just makes everything not fun anymore. But we're moving. Again, this is a good sign. We just got to keep watching as they leave, because again, they could be loading from the unloading side. They try to be sneaky on us. But that just makes it more fun, kind of makes it a puzzle. And it's even harder too, because you can't really see, you know, with the gondolas with the characters on board, sometimes it's hard to see in the window. So you got to wait till they actually come to the side view here. And it's kind of shadowy. I don't know how it looks on the screen, but through my screen here, it does look a little shadowy, so hopefully we'll be able to see pretty clearly inside once people are on board. All right, I'm actually going to set you guys down for 1 second because I'm going to hook up my battery pack so we can keep going for a little bit longer. Not quite sure how much charge I'll actually have left on here. All right, got a little charge happening, so that's good. One more second. Okay, at least we're charging, so buy us a little bit more time. And you never know, we might have people coming back from the Caribbean Beach as well. Like I always said, as soon as my camera dies, I always think that these amazing things are going to happen. Like they're going to have fireworks are going to be shooting out of the top of the gondolas and all kinds of people riding and all that, and I'll just have to stand here and watch it. That's me. How are you, my friend? Nice to meet you. I got a battery pack there. Thank you. So I'm live right now, just watching watching some testing here. So.
Do you know when they're going to have the lineup? I asked the question earlier. You probably didn't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. As far as opening or for?
Yeah, at the gate.
Oh, for tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
6 a.m. it's supposed to open, but I would definitely get here before that.
Do you know what time the lot opens? The parking?
I don't know exactly. I've heard people are going to get here like 4 and 5 a.m. So I would assume they would have to open at least an hour before, expecting those kind of crowds. But yeah, it's it's gonna be busy. I'm gonna be here, so
All right.
be hanging out. You guys gonna try to make it over? Are you staying at a resort or?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Well, you'll make it over here easy then on a bus. Where are you staying?
We're at Doppelmayr Village.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's beautiful there. Awesome. Cool. You guys enjoy. Have fun tomorrow. Take care. All right, Nemo with glasses. It's amazing to see how far it has come. I totally agree. Like I said, it's just thinking back and seeing, you know, how impossible and not knowing anything about this and learning so many things about gondola systems and about Doppelmayr and about the Skyliner. And it's just been a lot of fun along the way to see how all of this has just taken shape from something that just seems so impossible to all of a sudden, you know, it's ready to go, and it's literally overhead. And of course it looks like my, okay, there we go. My battery wasn't even plugged in. Let's try this again, okay. Groot, scary about the hurricane, yes. Hopefully this is gonna die down. Hopefully we won't have any problems through here. Hopefully it'll miss Puerto Rico. Let's just have this thing go out into the ocean and not cause much damage anywhere. Goat99, I'm going to Disney World in 2 weeks for my birthday. My wife refers to it as going to build my $200 lightsaber. I'll tell you, some of the lightsabers that I saw in there on my preview, there's one guy that had this really cool double-bladed lightsaber. I took a picture of him, I put him up on Facebook. But something like that I could see being worth the money, and they're really quality. The hilts look amazing. The blades look really great. So, I mean, you're not buying, you know, these $20 plastic lightsabers. This is like the real deal. You know, if they could have a kyber crystal inside there, I'm sure they would find a way to do so. But I think it's definitely gonna be worth it, especially something that you can really, you know, keep and treasure, and it's gonna last a long time. So, good luck with that.
Mike.
Rob.
Rob, that's
Yes.
one.
How are you?
Wow. I've watched you on.
Thank you. I appreciate
on
that.
here all the time.
Yeah,
I can't believe I've seen you.
I'm live right now. We're watching some people maybe riding back and forth. So.
Yeah, I'd heard that there were some staff members or cast members.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yep. They're just kind of starting their training procedures, I think. So.
Good. Good. Well, it's cooled down, hasn't it, with the.
Yeah, it feels nice
weather
now.
coming in.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's been lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Keep up
time.
the good work.
Thank you.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. There is a body right there. There he is. Hopefully you guys can see in there. Might be a little bit of a glare. There's somebody in there. It is kind of hard sometimes to see with the glare on the windows. But there is definitely somebody on board in there. Maybe we'll see him come back around. I'm not sure if he'll exit or if he'll make the round trip. Be nicer if we can see somebody come right by here. Were you guys able to see in there or not? Let me know. if you could actually see inside that gondola. Yes, they are running slower than normal. Nate, you did see them. Okay, very awesome. So we might be seeing some more people, I think, right here on the yellow gondola as well. There's some bodies. Hey, and he's waving. There he is. Yay, awesome. It's official. We waited it out. There's more. Here we go. All right, we got full gondolas coming in. Awesome. There's 3 in a row. We have people. All right, let's see if they do full circles. It only took an hour and 15 minutes, but we did it. It is official that the cast member testing has started. That is a beautiful thing. It's another feeling that just gives you chills. We know this is happening now. Those are real people. Those aren't mannequins filled with water. There was a hand actually waving to me. Ruby, I should be riding. I agree. I would love to get on board. Doesn't look like they made their exit, so we're going to wait and see if they circle back around. Didn't see anybody on that one. I know it was a yellow one, so it'll take just a moment for them to circle back around. Nope, nobody in there. How lucky are they? That's got to be so much fun. Come on, I'd love to see him exit here. I don't know, they may have jumped off. SW Brick 75, $2 super chat. Thank you so much for sticking around for us. You are very welcome. Trust me, I would have been here anyways. I'm just glad that you guys can hang out with me. This makes it so much more fun. Yeah, it looks like they might have jumped off, so that's okay. We saw them coming in. How exciting. It's so cool to see people actually on these gondolas. So it is absolutely true. Doppelmayr has signed off. We are ready to go. Testing is going to be in full phase now. We're going to start seeing more and more of this. More and more cast members, more and more people on board. Another super chat, Mark. Again, it's very dark. I apologize. I can see your first name and a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Very much appreciated. The Bomo, I went to mow the lawn and now it's running again. We actually saw people coming in. We saw 3 gondolas in a row. They had people on board, assuming they were cast members. Some of them waved to us, so it was really exciting. Just makes you feel all goofy inside, you know, having people wave from a Disney ride is just something magical about it. Looks like they definitely did make their exit, and we're going to see if maybe they'll get back on board, if some others might get on board.
Cool way to get back there.
It's kind of hard sometimes. You got to watch them coming in and watch them going out at the same time. Oh, all right, I'm going to do a selfie here.
Thank you.
Awesome, you're welcome. It's always gloomy days too. Whenever something really cool happens, the day they unveiled the gondolas, it was gloomy. You know, you get these bright, beautiful days and you come here and there's really not much going on. And then all of a sudden, the cool stuff starts happening and then all these gray clouds and stuff come. Wish we had really bright, beautiful days so you can really get a good view inside these gondolas. Robbie says, just ask them if I could go. I suppose it can't hurt. I'll even bag my camera. I just want to ride it and we can talk about the experience. I'd much rather film it, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Mr. Chris Danger, any problems with air pressure, considering they're not as high as regular gondolas should go? No, there wouldn't be any problems like that. I mean, I think the highest point is like 60 feet. I don't think any of them go much higher than that, even the ones down Buena Vista Drive. They're not that high. And this is just a nice ride right here. I mean, you barely go up in the air. Hourglass Lake is going to be my favorite because you're really low to the lake. I'm not a big heights person, but this is fine. I mean, this is going to be just going up really nice and easy. It's supposed to ride like really smooth, really beautiful. And then, you know, boom, once you're up there, it's just a nice, peaceful ride across. Doesn't look like anybody leaving Hollywood. We definitely got people coming from Caribbean Beach though. So we'd have to go with the theory of what comes must return, hopefully. What goes up must come down. I don't like that theory with the gondolas, you know. Well, I guess, you know, as long as they come down nice and smoothly, but I don't want to see them come down. So much fun though, I'm happy. We got to see bodies on board. That makes me very happy. Having a great time. Looks like a few cast members that came out just walked underneath me here, or underneath my camera. So those may have been some people that were riding over from Caribbean. So we'll see. I figured Hollywood was definitely going to be one of the first runs that they would start their testing with. We'll check Pop Century in the future as well. We'll definitely start checking Epcot. We're just going to start seeing more and more of this. Disney is ready to go. They're in control. They can do as they see fit right now. So we're going to start seeing more bodies on board. We're going to start seeing cast members in the stations. We're going to start seeing these training procedures. And hopefully, eventually, we're going to start seeing these costumes as well. These new Disney Skyliner costumes look like the old, the old sweet age of flight back in the, the 50s and the 60s with Pan Am and all that. Very cool retro costumes that they have. But at least we did get to see it. I'm glad you guys could actually see it on the screen as well. Is that another, sometimes it's hard to tell as they're coming in. Yep, there's some heads in there as well. More people coming in. So it's just going to be very sporadic, very random. You know, they probably have the cast members over at the Caribbean Beach. They're loading them on board. They'll run them over here, do whatever procedures they need over here, heading back over to Caribbean Beach. And, you know, they could be going to other places as well. Maybe they're going over to Pop Century. Maybe they're going over to Epcot. And they're just, you know, they're running out of the Caribbean Beach. It is the central hub. So that would be definitely the place to start everybody at. It's really hard to see inside that station because it's so far away. So we just get really great views right here of actual people coming in and out of the station. Robert will join you for the meetup on the gondola opening day. How many will be there? I think I got like 8 or 10 definites coming so far. You know, hopefully, you know, if you're in the area and you want to just hop on over and jump on board, that just seems like a lot of fun. Nothing formal, just kind of hanging out and just enjoying the experience, the opening day, and just having a lot of fun. So I'll be here, you know, probably all day. You know, I'm gonna try to be here if there's an opening ceremony, all that kind of great stuff. But definitely 2 o'clock, we'll be here right at Hollywood Studios, right by the entrance, just hanging out, and we'll just meet up and we'll have some fun. You know, it's kind of hard. People are out of town and stuff to plan around something like that. But got a lot of local people too who really love this and just come out and show support and just the love for what Disney's accomplished here. This is definitely going to be fun. The next month is going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to be, each day is going to be something new. There's going to be more people, and it's just that, it's going to be that feeling. It's those nervous butterfly feelings of maybe this could be the day. Maybe they're going to put on some regular guests. You know, maybe I'll be lucky enough to jump on board. It's just that buildup. You got a month to go to the 29th. And I'm live. Can I put you on? Are you okay? Or okay. How are you guys?
Hi, we watch you all the time.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Allie.
Allie?
Allie Budendorf.
Allie Budendorf. Yes, absolutely. So,
We're from Ohio.
hi, how are you?
From Cleveland.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
I was wondering if we'd see you. We're late today because she's a little under the weather.
I understand.
But I still can't wait till these open up either.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
They're actually doing training today. So they
Training
had
today.
cast members going back. We got some going back and forth. So Doppelmayr signed it off today, and so we're good to go. So September 29th is the official date. So, but you never know. Soft openings. It's Disney. So.
I know, like tomorrow, maybe? I don't know.
I would probably not say tomorrow. It would be too much, but
I don't think so either.
yeah, I would say maybe mid-September, but they're going to have their hands full tomorrow. I think they want us to meet you too. I appreciate it.
This is Diana.
You too. Thank you.
Hi.
Here, I'll give you one of these while you're here. So
Oh,
it's just one of my cards, but it's kind of cool.
oh, cool. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
to meet you. Have a
Where are you
good
guys
one.
staying?
We're staying at Pop Century.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see these things every night. So
I do, yeah.
that's awesome.
God bless you, sweetie. All right, well, have a good one.
You too. Yeah, keep your eyes open when you come out.
Definitely
You'll see heads on board. So
Oh, thank you. Cool.
all right, have fun.
You too.
All right, so I have not seen anybody else coming yet. Like I said, we had 3 or 4 gondolas in a row, and then another head came by. So it's just a very sporadic thing right now. But as we move closer into the future, I would assume that we're going to see many more bodies on here. We'll start seeing the stations fill up with more people. You know, I'm sure they're going to want to have lines forming and, you know, see how they can get more people on and those different procedures. Eventually, I'm sure we'll see some scooters in the rear track as well, so they can practice loading scooters on board. Just all kinds of stuff that is just going to be a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to just experience the magic and have a lot of fun. I think I used fun like 4 times in that sentence. It's kind of hard to come up with a broad vocabulary sometimes when you have to talk for an hour and 30 minutes now. So if I repeat a lot of my descriptive words, I do apologize. I don't have the broadest vocabulary, but it's more excitement than anything. I will have to start bringing along a thesaurus with me so I can start using some more entertaining words. John, going to stay at the All-Stars. Lori, 4 of us will be there for September 29th from Texas. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did see you on there. Thank you very, very much. We're going to have such a great time. I know it's just going to be so much fun. This is a big deal for me too, because normally, you know, I don't do these kind of things. I'm not a heights person. But this, I need it so bad. You know, I've been watching it. It just looks so smooth and so peaceful and so beautiful. And it's going to be amazing. So that first experience for me is going to be adrenaline, it's going to be thrills, it's going to be nervousness, it's going to be getting over, you know, something that I wouldn't normally do. So hopefully there's going to be something for everybody out there to see that first ride. And, you know, if you love these kind of things, if you are afraid of these kind of things, you know, all these emotions are inside me. So we'll do this together and you can see exactly, you know, what the experience is going to be like. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm going to feel really safe on board, and we're just going to have a great time doing this, whenever that may be. Resort Budgeting, thank you so much. $9.99 super chat. Awesome milestone. Can't wait for the meetup in September. Hashtag Let Rob Ride. I like that. Hashtag Let Rob Ride. Let's do it. We had the Gondola Godfather. I'm going to start using Let Rob Ride now. Just so long as they don't like mistake that for the Tower of Terror or like Tron or something like that, because Let Rob Ride, absolutely not. Let Rob Ride the Skyliner, definitely. Let Rob Ride roller coaster, not so much.
Don't worry, you guys don't have to keep up. I'm just gonna go park myself.
All right, so zoom in here. Again, I'm assuming these are the cast members. You got the gentleman in the yellow shirt. They have been the ones that have been operating the system up until this point. I'm assuming they are the trainers or managers or whoever they may be. Hello, how are you? I'm live right now. Do you mind being live or? No? No live? Okay. You sure? Hello.
Hi everyone.
How are you? Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you. They're testing today, so some people have been riding back and forth.
I was hoping to ride it before I left.
Yeah. They're just starting the testing now, so soft openings, I don't know if they're going to happen or not, but yeah. But it's fun to see, though. You too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
How are you? Bye-bye. See you later. All right, actually looks like we have a pretty large group in the back. I'm not sure if they're actually just having a little meeting back there. Let me get it right there. There we go. Or maybe they're doing a scooter procedure back there. They're going to have to learn all the phases here. You got the loading procedures in the back. Again, the secondary track in the back is where you would load scooters and anybody who needs any kind of special assistance. And then the front track is the normal loading procedures. This is where you'll just simply walk up, get on board, and be whisked away. There's a thesaurus word that I will use. So the gondolas can be transferred to this rear track. and they can be completely stopped back there. You see one is stopped at the moment. Load the scooter on board. As soon as it's ready, it would circle back around and it could re-enter the main track area here, and then it would just join the rest of the gondolas and head on out. I always like to go over that every once in a while in case anybody has not been with my videos. It's always nice to kind of know how things work. And I think learning, that has been like part of the best experience for me, is learning all about this and kind of discovering how things work and the technology behind it, the history behind it, to see how things are actually created here, how this transportation system works, the inner workings, the outer workings, the people, and just it's really been a great experience. Let's see, do we got some heads in there? No, it doesn't look like it. So maybe they've tapered down a little bit. Looks like these cast members are probably the ones who rode over originally, and they're kind of back here just having their powwow for whatever reason. So maybe, what I'm assuming is maybe, some cast members come over here, they're gonna learn this station, they'll jump back on board, head to Caribbean Beach, and then maybe they'll head over to Pop Century, they'll learn a little bit about that station, and they'll head over to Epcot. So maybe they're just riding back and forth to the different stations, then they learn about that station, and then another group comes over. Again, that's just an assumption. It's just kind of what I think the procedure would be. But we'll definitely be, checking out each station. Maybe we'll head over to Pop Century tomorrow, kind of check there. Johnny Mac, when do you get a ride? I'm not sure. I would love for it to be today. I'd love to be tomorrow. As long as it's on the 29th, I'm fine with that. So, the sooner the better. Obviously, I would love to ride as soon as possible. Somebody just came up with the hashtag #LetRobRide, which I think is really cool. It would be an absolute honor, an absolute pleasure to be able to ride the Skyliner as soon as possible, just for the matter of being able to share it with people and share the experience, and especially for the people who are unsure about this, because it's, again, I was explaining, this is a scenario that I normally wouldn't do. It's a heights thing. You're enclosed, so it's overcoming that and just making sure that this is absolutely something that I'm going to feel comfortable on. So, and I want to portray that to other people too, and just how fun it's going to be. And just after standing out here for so long, I get tired of standing and watching it. I'd like to actually sit down and enjoy the Skyliner for once. That would be a lot more fun than standing out in the sun all the time. Nemo with Glasses, what station are you going to be at opening day? I'm not sure if indeed they do have some sort of an opening ceremony. They haven't announced anything. I don't know where that will be. I do know for a fact that at 2 o'clock I'm going to be here just as a general meetup, because I'd love, to have friends and people who have watched and, just come and hang out and ride the Skyliner. Just kind of as a little family, jump on board and just enjoy this amazing accomplishment. So as far as an opening ceremony or where I will be to ride the exact first ride, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what that procedure is going to be. We'll figure that out along the way. This seems kind of logical here to do it. It just seems like people could get here. The Caribbean Beach, possibly, but it's kind of hard to get people into the resorts and things like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll have a small ceremony at each station. Maybe they'll have a ribbon cutting at each station. I don't know what the procedure is going to be. I'll try to find that out, and we'll go from there. But definitely 2 o'clock on the 29th. I'm going to be riding it right here, so. Hey, there's Lou. Hey, Lou. How are you, man? Good. Did they open today?
They didn't. I don't
No
know if
soft
they will.
openings or anything?
People in there, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll actually end up opening or not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people lined up outside just in case, but if anything happened, I would expect it at least for a few hours.
Yeah. Okay. You gonna be here tomorrow? No, you're not gonna deal with it? They got people riding today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, cast members. So yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Take care. All right, that was Lou Mangello. I'm sure you guys all love Lou. He's kind of blogger royalty, so he was hanging out probably in Galaxy's Edge. Nothing really soft opening wise happening in there right now, but we'll see as time goes on, maybe a little bit later. I, of course, will have to go get my daughter. School's back in session, so if you followed me for any period of time, you know that I always get my daughter in the afternoons. All right, so are these lucky folks going to get on board? Sometimes it's just about watching. Hey, everybody saying hi to Lou. He's a nice guy. I always like talking to him. All right, so they're heading back towards the back. And again, this really seems to be first day here, so it's going to be just a lot of walkthroughs. Nothing really overwhelming. And the yellow shirts definitely look like they're leads. They've been the ones that have been operating the system for quite some time now. So they're kind of training each cast member, going over just basic procedures. And as time goes on, we'll get more and more in depth, and you'll see more and more people getting on and off and all those kind of great things. I'm sure we'll see a lot of starting and stopping, a lot of procedures that the cast members would have to know about in different scenarios and all that. So we got a month to accomplish all this. It'll be fun to watch over the next month. It seems that Disney really does do a great job with training cast members. They really turn out to be knowledgeable and friendly, and they know their jobs well. So Disney does a great job when it comes to that. And I'm hoping that they're going to invest a lot into the Skyliner because it's brand new, and I really hope that they are going to make a great statement with it. And that will have a lot to do with the cast members, the knowledge of the cast members, the ability, how helpful they are. How quickly the system moves and all that. We definitely want good reviews. I want to see this be successful, and I want to see it expand all over property. Scott, thank you for being here. Got to run. You're welcome for the live stream. Have a great afternoon. You too, my friend. Johan, they have different cables that they pick. One fast for they ride and one slow for the station. Actually, what happens, there's one haul rope. So this is one continuous haul rope that circles all the way around. There's a bull wheel. There's a big red wheel that the haul rope circles around. Like I said, it's a big rubber band, so it's stretched between both stations. So you can see that the gondola is coming into the station right now. So this green gondola, when it enters the station right there, it's actually releasing from the haul rope. And as it slows down, you can see the motion of the gondola slowing down. There's wheels, there's a track inside, and those wheels slow the gondola around, and then the gondola is actually being pulled around on an inside track. So there's wheels that are pulling that gondola around very slowly, and the haul rope is actually spinning on top of it. So the haul rope is spinning around, but the gondola is not attached to it. So as you can see, this yellow gondola, when it gets ready to exit, you'll see that right about here, the wheels are going to speed up, bring it up to speed, and then right about there, it reattaches to the haul rope. That grip up at the top reattaches to the haul rope, and then it's being pulled across. The gondola itself is not moving along the haul rope, it's holding onto the haul rope and it's being dragged across. So that's how the procedure works. Hey, Craig Jennings, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for tuning into this, love it. Lisa, thank you for being here. But Craig, thank you so much for being here, my friend. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We actually did see, hey, there we go, they are getting on board. Yay, we got people on board. We're gonna get some more on board here. All right, so we got them. They are on board and they're going to be heading out of the station here. They're right in that gondola. Good for them. And off they go. Look at them. Good for you guys. That's history. That's awesome. How cool is that? So these guys are making some serious history here. It's very, very cool. All right, we did it. We saw them come in, we saw them go out, we saw them load, we saw them being trained. Everything is happening today. Doppelmayr turned over the keys to Disney. Very, very exciting day. We knew it was going to be August the 28th. See, I told you, it's not the actual opening date. That is September 29th. But as we reported back a couple months ago, August 28th was going to be a very important date that Doppelmayr would turn over the keys to Disney, which they did today. And you can see definitely hands-on that they have begun their cast member training. And there are people riding back and forth. And the gondolas have actually stopped. So those people are actually hanging in midair right now. So that should be a lot of fun for them as well. I'm sure they're going to test those kind of procedures to see what they think. Maybe they're going to hang them up there for a little bit, and then once they get over to the Caribbean beach, say, how do you feel? You know, you're up there, and was there airflow in there? Did you feel anything? So they want to get that human reaction too. This is just what I would assume. At least I would want to know that. So I hope you guys love this. I am very, very excited. Glad we got to see it. I will definitely be following this up until September 29th, and we're going to have a great time riding. Hopefully we'll get to ride soon. Somebody came up, hashtag #LetRobRide. I love that, so much appreciated. Until then, visit passporttotheparks.com. Subscribe here on YouTube if you have not done so. Hit that bell icon, and until the next time, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.